this stage of the season, Coach, well, how long have you been in training? I mean, do you feel like your team is in pretty good shape at this point?
Well, we started in preseason about the 1st of September, and middle of October we got to start going in regular season, so it changed how much more we could practice. Did that all the way up to Christmas break. Everybody went home for Christmas break with workouts, but depending on weather, depending on their facilities, just depending on what. They got back to town now this week after 3 weeks away, so kind of seeing where people are at. They're definitely in a lot better shape than say September, October, even November. But we've been training for quite a while, and now it's time to race.
And you mentioned it's just kind of you want to see where people are at. Is that what this weekend's going to be about? The first live event of the season?
Pretty much so. It's at Bemidji State, the Super 8 Open, Saturday afternoon. It's not a very big meet. They've got a really nice facility, but it'll just be a good opener for us. Maybe not taking quite as many people because of some illnesses, and a few people ended up not being eligible after fall semester. But it should be a really good experience for everybody overall. Also, it will help us because the following week we go to Brookings, which will be a lot higher intensity meet, and it's just nice to get at least one under your belt before you get into that situation.
What positives do you hope to see from your athletes, Coach, from the start of a fall semester versus the start of your spring coming up here? Is it really that much different considering like it's less of a break?
Say that again, Russ.
Well, I was just going to say, to start the spring semester, do you look for different sets of positives considering they're probably more rested going into a fall start than a spring one?
Not necessarily. I mean, my goal or my expectations are always that people are working hard. They've taken care of themselves outside of practices, whether that was Christmas break or whether it was over the weekend. But that they come out every day and work hard, focused, determined, and when we get into a competition setting, that they get out there and compete.
How do you feel with the group that you have now? How does that compare to the way you came into last year's season? Do you feel like you're stronger, about the same?
Maybe a little, I guess, weaker. But last year we had 8 seniors, so this year we've only got 2 really, but we had 8 seniors between guys and girls, and they were all pretty motivated, pretty determined, and whether they had some time off over Christmas break or not, just that maturity and experience, they just, our team was just a little bit further ahead from a leadership perspective, from maybe a conditioning perspective.
So are you confident then in some of the younger competitors that you have here? Now I'm sure it's going to take some time for them to get up to the levels of some of the people that you had last year. But are you confident in some of those youngsters that they'll eventually reach that same?
Yep, definitely. There's on the throwing side, there's a couple people, new people that are real excited about. I think coming in as freshmen that are going to make a big difference. And then just our throwing crew, the returners, they were all new last year. So they're already way ahead of where they were last year at this time for their indoor competitions. So we're looking at good things there. So that on that side of it, it's a lot better. Some of our sprints, I think we've got some young people that are going to make some noise for us. Maybe not right away, but eventually. But yeah, and then also on the distance side, there's a few people. So it's just a matter of consistency in training, consistency in work ethic, and maturity, and it'll come.
How about both the men and the women's divisions? Are there certain athletes that you expect right out of the blocks here to be, right up, pick up what they left off, and maybe contend for top 3 finishes, same thing? Or
Are you meaning to come conference time or this weekend?
Right now, individually, at this meeting.
Oh, at this meet, well, yeah, I mean, Delray Audit, I think Deja Silva, Tanner Gus, Briley McWilliams, um, Erica Clark. I can't think, but there's several people that I think should be up there. You know, there again, like I said, it's a smaller meet, but all those people I kind of expect to be giving a better performance or result than what they had last year. If that puts them in the top 3, then that's fantastic. But at least if we have marks where we're opening it up faster than we did last year, or further distance, then that's what matters. And I think those people are all capable of doing that. And there's some more. I probably didn't list all of them.
What about a season goal? I know it only starts this weekend, and there's still plenty of competitions to go from here on out, but have you discussed team goals with your competitors?
Not outright. You know, we have informally or a little bit. The number one goal for us is consistency in practice, consistency in taking care of yourself, and giving 100% every time, no matter what it is, and supporting your teammates. And then the results will happen where they are. We do all that with what we have on talent-wise and that. I think we'll finish better than we did last year at conference. One place, 2 places, I'm not sure, but our goal is if everybody comes in and works really hard and they get into a competition, they know they got to take down that person, they try it, then that's what we keep striving for every meet.